Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Game Plan Insights. My name is Mr. Reggie Black, and today I'm coming with y'all with another video. And today we're going to do things a little differently. I'm going to start a new series where I predict every NFL team record for this upcoming season, the 2025-2026 season. I'm excited to start this series. So today we're going to get started with the Washington Commanders, my favorite team. If y'all haven't known by now, my favorite team is the Commanders. My family is from DC. They were born and raised in DC, so they know about the Doug Williams Day, the Joe Theismann Day, the Mark Rippons days, and so forth and coming. And for the Commanders, they are coming off an excellent season where Jaden Daniels, JD5, has statistically the greatest rookie season ever. So they came off an NFC championship appearance where they lost badly to the Philadelphia Eagles. So now it is time to predict the 2025-2026 record for the Commanders. So let's start with week 1 against the New York Giants, and it's at home. Now we know what the Giants did. They drafted Abdul Carter. They traded for Brian Burns last season. They picked up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year option. So they got a nasty D-line, including Dexter Lawrence. I can't forget about my man Dexter Lawrence. And then they did some good things on the offensive side too. They drafted Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, who I'm very high of. But unfortunately, I do not think Jackson Dart will start. I think they will give the reins to Russell Wilson, who they got in free agency. And therefore, I have the Washington Commanders starting out 1-0. Let's go to week 2. Week 2 is at the Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm not going to lie. This will be a difficult matchup week 2. Heading to Lambeau Field, where it's very cold. But it is early September, whereas if they would have went in December, the running game would have been very important. Now, it's still going to be cold in Lambeau, but I don't think running the football will be as necessary. And or I wouldn't say as necessary. I wouldn't say running the football will be a point of emphasis this time around. It is September, and the bad thing is a short week. So, like, the Commanders play Sunday, and then they got to travel to Green Bay on Thursday. I will say this is a winnable game for the Commanders, but I'm not sure they're going to win this game. If they win it, I'll be happy. If they lose it, I won't be surprised because it is a short week, and therefore I have the Commanders starting off the season, the first 2 weeks of the season, 1-1. So I got them beating the Giants, and I got them beating the Packers. The third week they go to they're at home in Las Vegas. This is a win. They're going 2-1. Vegas, they're still trying to rebuild and all that stuff. They have Geno Smith as quarterback, and I just think the Commanders not going to lose this game. They get a full 10-day rest going back home, whereas the Raiders has to travel on the other side of the world, so time zone may be a difference for them. So I got them beating the Raiders and going 2-1 through 3 weeks. So the fourth week, they go to Atlanta. Now, remember the game last season, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, awesome OT game. That was a little scary because Penix was showing signs of being a great quarterback. But I do have the Commanders winning this game. I don't know why. I just think early in the season, week 4, they're still going to try to figure things out. Now, the Falcons, they did improve their defense by drafting James Pierce, or focusing more on side the defensive end. So I have the but I do have the Commanders winning this game and starting 3-1 through 4 weeks. Pretty good. But then Week 5, they go to LA. And if you know about the LA Chargers, they got a quarterback in Justin Herbert who I do have my doubts about from time to time, but I will say he is a talented quarterback. But they drafted my main man. I love him, Omari Hampton from UNC. And if you know about Jim Harbaugh, he loves running the football, and that's what we struggled against last year. And I think this is going to be, well, week 4 is going to be a test too because you got Bijan. And I'm be honest, if you really think about it, the first 5 weeks we facing some good to great running backs. Week 1 we're facing Tyron Tracy, who killed us last year. Then we're facing Josh Jacobs, who was the who was the third leading rusher behind Derrick Henry and Saquon. So he had a good year. Then we're facing Ashton Genty, who a lot of people are so high about. Then we're facing B. John Robinson, and then we're facing Omari Hampton, considering everybody is healthy. So the first 5 weeks, we're facing some great to good running backs that that could kill us, and that's what we struggled last game. And I said last season in the running game. But I do think we might lose to the Chargers and be 4-2, no 3-2 through 5 weeks. I just don't see how we can win this because Lad McConkey is a dog, and that we don't have a guy that can really stop McConkey. Maybe Sandstrom can, but Lad McConkey's still a dog. And then this is the game that I've been waiting for. Week 6, the Chicago Bears at Northwest Stadium. Remember the Hail Mary game. And I think it's going to, I wouldn't say it's going to be a repeat of the Hail Mary, but I think we go and beat Chicago. We want that revenge on Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, we didn't forget what you did to us, okay? So I want you to realize we didn't forget what you did to us. So I think week 6, Ben Johnson, we're coming for you. We're going to get this done. Week 7, the Dallas Cowboys. It's crazy. On the road. On the road. Week 7. And, my bad. Forgot. So I think I had 5 wins. And no. I think I had 4 wins in 2 weeks. Or 6 weeks. So I got a 4-2 record so far. I think we sweep Dallas this year, but I will say we might lose to Dallas on the road. We did struggle against them without Dak, and I think Dak will come back even more healthier next season. And they traded for George Pickens, so you basically have a 1-2 combo with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. So I think we do lose to them and drop to 4-3 through 7 weeks. Not the start we pretty much wanted, but these are expected games that we were supposed to lose. Week 8, Kansas City. That's an L. I'm sorry. I love Jalen Daniels, and if he beats Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, I think that would be a great accomplishment. Can he be the guy that does it? Yes, but I think the overall team, I just don't trust them. I have them going 4 through 8 weeks. Not great. Seattle, week 9. So this is an interesting game because it depends how Sam Darnold plays through 9 weeks. If he plays awesome, I still think we're going to win because we are at home and it's a Sunday night game. But we still have struggled with it. Like they got Cooper Kupp. They have Jackson Smith, Nick Jibba. Those are the main core guys, and I think they drafted another receiver too. If I'm not mistaken, from Ohio State, and I forgot his name off the top of my head. But I think we do win, and I do think we do win, and we'll go to 5-4, and then that gives me to Detroit. I think we beat Detroit again at home. Jane Daniels outplays Jared Goff, and we go to 6-4 through 10 weeks. Week 11, this is the Germany game where we're at the Miami Dolphins, but it's neutral field. Jane Daniels, the spotlight's on him in Germany, just putting on a performance, and I think it's gonna be a little difficult game because we do struggle with speedy guys. So I'm just considering if Tyreek Hill and them is healthy. If they are healthy by week 11, I would say we lose this game. If not, I would say we win. But I'm just going to assume everybody's healthy and we drop to 6-5 through 11 weeks. Then week 12, we have a bye. Week 13, we face the Broncos. Broncos got good pieces. They got two guys from the 49ers, Greenlaw, who should be back by then, Hulafunga, who had I want to say ACL injury. So I like our chances. So I'm gonna say we win this game and we go to 7-5 through 13 weeks. Then we go to Minnesota at Minnesota. This is a game we're losing. I'm sorry. Kevin O'Connell is about to run. Is about to run all through all of us. I don't see nobody that's going to be able to stop Jay Jettis on our team. Jordan Addison is no scrub as well. J.J. McCarthy, I think he can be good as advertised, and it's in December too. And I think the thing with Minnesota is, if I'm not mistaken, Minnesota plays in the Dome, if I'm not mistaken. But it's still going to be cold. So, in December time, the running game has to be effective. And, although we drafted a running back, it's no guarantee he's going to be good this year. And we still have Brian Robinson as our running back position. So, I don't agree with that. So, through 14 weeks, I have us at 7 and 13, I think. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on, let me go back over again because I lost track. So I had win against the Giants. So I got 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Then I got 3-2, 4-2, week 6, 4-3. So I got 4-4 through 8 weeks. Then I got also a 2-game win streak, which makes us 6-4, 6-5. Okay, so 7-5. No, 7-5, and then 7-6. So I was right. I'm sorry, 7-6. We sweep the Giants this year. I think we go into New York and beat them. The Giants are just not ready to contend yet. So we're going to be 8 and 6 if I'm not. Yeah, 8-6 through week 15. So through week 15, I got us at 8-6, which is a huge downgrade from 12-5. But then we get to the Philadelphia Eagles, and Lord have mercy, we couldn't beat them. Well, we barely beat them last year. Week 16 we go to Philadelphia. I think we squeak out a win and go to 9-6. We beat Dallas to go 10-6, but then we lose to Philadelphia and go 10-7. So long story short, I think our record this season will be 10-7. Maybe I'm being too what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe I'm just not feeling confident as I should be about my team, and it's not that I'm not losing confidence. It's just when you think what happened last year. What happened last year was Jane Daniels being an all-time great in situational moments, and most of our games came down to one possessions. And I just don't think it's going to come down to one possessions this year. A lot of film has been a lot of film is out on Jane Daniels, and I'm not saying Jane Daniels is not going to be great, but when you're looking at the realistic possibilities of what could happen, I think Jane Daniels will struggle a little bit. I think the thing for Jane Daniels is just stay consistent. That's all. But, I mean, when it's talking about the draft and the free agency that the Commanders had, I don't like some of the pieces that they got. Like, I have questions on Debo. Can Debo revive, what was considered his worst season? You paid Javon Kinlaw $45 million with $30 million guaranteed. He hasn't been able to show that he was this projected first-round pick so far. So there's questions on that. You didn't really upgrade the defense so. You gotta hope Marshawn Lattimore is not an old. It can be the Lattimore of old instead of an old Marshawn Lattimore. So there's just a lot of questions. But I do have the Commanders going 10-7, honestly, and yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of like what I gotta say about them. But I hope y'all enjoy this new series called Predicting the Record for the 2025-2026 NFL season for all 30 plus NFL teams. I hope you like, share, comment, subscribe, and you new, subscribe to all my media pages. I'm out. Goodbye and good night.